what do you think of Fulton stepping up to featherweight?
I can't see him winning a world title at that.
I think he's good enough.
I think against Castro, we'll show off some boxing skills and then try and stop him in the later rounds.
So Romero was doing good, but he has got like the losses, hasn't he?
I think he'll think he's a world-class fighter. I don't think he is.
But it's going to be harder for him to get the big name fights, isn't it? At the moment, he still has a bit of a name.
It's an intriguing little fight.
Yeah, I like Garcia, but I want to pick Lara high KO. Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're going to discuss a little bit of Canelo and Berlanga, and then the undercard, because it has quite an extensive undercard on the contest that's coming up on the 14th of September at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. So, should we start with the undercards, or any thought changes on Canelo versus Berlanga? Same. Just think Canelo's getting more angry.
Yeah.
There's going to be some punishment served up.
10th round KO still for me.
And what did I have going?
8th round KO.
For Canelo?
Yeah.
We'll stick with those. I don't think it's changed. Okay, so we're going to work backwards or forwards. We'll start to go down. Mr. Stephen Fulton is having a fight at featherweight, so 126 pounds.
Yeah.
So he's stepping up there in weight against Carlos Castro.
The Castro.
So obviously Fulton's only defeat is against our man, the Monster, at 122. Castro's only got 2 defeats as well, 30 wins, and 14 of them by KO. So he's got they're only reasonable KO percentages. They've both been stopped once, obviously Fulton by the Monster, and Castro's been stopped once in 2 losses. So, yeah, what do you think of Fulton stepping up to featherweight?
I think he'll do well there.
Yeah, until the Monster steps up.
If the Monster steps up.
Yeah, we don't know yet if he will.
No, I think...
He's a slick boxer. He's got thing. I think he just came up against an exceptional elite fighter in the Monster.
No, I think it's a good move for him. I don't know whether he's struggling to make the super bantamweight anymore. Possibly. So moving up to featherweight is good.
Well, if you face the Monster, would you want to stay in that division?
It's not just that. It might just be that he's struggling to make that weight now.
Well, to be fair, I think there was talk of him before stepping up to featherweight. I think they expected him to beat the Monster, and then the plan was to unify and then move up anyway. I think he was already getting close before then. So I think it was already in the plans. It just got a bit derailed. Yeah,
so moving up, fighting Castro, decent opponent for him. It's just a little introduction to the featherweight, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. And then see where he goes from there. Like I say, he is a really slick boxer, and he will cause problems for a lot of people at that division.
Do you think the loss will have taken something out of him?
No.
I think he'll be back. Just put it aside. And
yeah, I don't think it will have. I think he'll do well at this division. I really do. I think in a couple of fights he'll be fighting for a title.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the plan.
Yeah. Like I say, he will cause a few people, because he is such a slick boxer, he will cause a few people issues. I can't see him winning a world title at featherweight. I can.
I think he's good enough.
Yeah.
To do. But it's a tough division, as we've said before.
Yeah, it is an extremely tough division.
There's a few of our faves in this division, aren't there? A few of the good.
If he can carry some power up with him and get respect, he's slick enough to keep a lot of boxes off him. And he's a good counter puncher as well, so
Yeah, he's a very good boxer. Yeah. It's like I said, he just came up against somebody exceptional, which is, one of those things.
I think against Castro, I think he'll try and make a statement, to be honest. Show off some boxing skills and then try and stop him in the later rounds.
Mm-hmm. But Castro's only been beaten by 2 people in it. Luis Neri, who was a good boxer, and Brandon Figueroa.
Yeah, it's every time Castro's stepped up to world level. He's been beaten, so... And Fulton is a world level fighter.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was unified super bantamweight champion, isn't he? So he's
no I can't see him having too much trouble with Castro, to be fair. I think he'll take care of him.
I'm not sure he's going to get a KO. I think a point unanimous decision. Castro's quite tough to get out of it. The only person who's got a martyr there is Brandon Figueroa, who has got, he's a bit of a beast and he's got power.
I think Fulton will stop him.
Because he's not really a knockout artist, Fulton. Isn't he? He's even only got 8 at the lower down weight.
Yeah,
he's more a slick boxer.
No, I think he'll want to make a statement. He's got to make a statement if he wants a world title shot at featherweight.
Yeah, I think he'll go for it and make a statement. I'm not sure he's got enough power to knock this guy out. I think it'll probably be... I think he can outbox him for 12 rounds or 10 rounds or whatever it's going for. 10 rounds. But yeah, maybe. I think it's points. I think he's slick enough to get a points win.
Yeah, it's good.
If he hasn't lost anything from the loss, I think he's slick enough to get a win.
No, it's good to see him back in the ring fairly quickly, like say, and I think that proves that loss hasn't affected him too much. He's weighed up his options. He's moved up in weight. So it's basically a new chapter in his boxing career. So let's see how he gets on at featherweight. He's one to keep an eye on, though. Like say, will cause if he makes a statement, sorry, the featherweight champions I think will stand up and take notice.
Yeah.
So, but Castro, I think it'd be a big win for him.
Yeah.
If he pulls it off,
it'll be because the times he stepped up for big names, like you said. There's Luis Neri and Brandon Figueroa, and Figueroa's taken him out in 6 rounds, and Neri's beaten him on split decision, but still, it was close. So obviously he's a good boxer, but when, like you said, when he's gone up to world level fighters,
yeah,
and I can't think most of the others are not world level. Good, but not.
No, he's had good opposition.
This is his next. He's good level, but not world.
So we'll see. But
like Fulton has beaten Figueroa at 122.
Yeah.
So.
Like I say, it'd be a big win for Castro. So, and if he beats Fulton, it'll
puts him in that thing
throw him up the rankings really quickly. But no, I just think Fulton's going to be a little bit too slick.
I think Fulton's the real Fulton. I think he's too slick.
Yeah.
So I think points. I'm not sure he's going to get him out, but a point. But you've got him for.
Yeah, I think he'll stop him around about the 9th.
Go on then. You can be the official record keeper. 9th round KO for you.
And you're going for points.
Points. You unanimous decision.
We shall see.
Okie dokie. Right, I'm not sure there's much more to do on that.
No.
The next one I don't think we know anybody about, so we'll go for Romero versus Jaimes. Or James. Jaimes.
Mr. Rolly Romero.
Yeah, super lightweight. So 40 pounds, isn't it? Super lightweight.
Yeah, it's the light welterweight division, as we like to call it.
So Romero was doing good, but he has got like the couple of losses, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he has.
But he has got power.
He's only had what?
17 fights, I think.
Yeah. Obviously, he's been fast-tracked, hasn't he? And he's taken them losses to Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz. Is this a
But I
move?
mean, that is quite like elite level.
It's a big elite level company, isn't it?
Yeah. And to be into that is, I think, says a fair bit. So,
Is this a move up in weight for him?
no, I think he's been there about super lightweight, hasn't he? He did start at lightweight, and then he's gone up to super lightweight. But he seems to have most of his... Because Javante fought at lightweight, but then he's gone up to Ishmael Barroso's 140. Is that Isaac Cruz's 140 as well? He's a super lightweight. So...
And it's another Romero for him in his last fight. He fought Jonathan Romero and beat him. Rolly, I think he's an exciting fight, isn't he? And when he has fought some, against Tank, it's Tank in it. It's just a level above, and again with Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, the world level, isn't it?
So is he a fringe world level fighter? I think he'll think he's a world class fighter. I don't think he is. I think we've seen the best of him.
I think he's not at the level of those. Isaac Cruz and
I don't think he
Davis.
is a world level fighter, unfortunately. I think he'll win this fight, though.
I think he has to, yeah. I don't think Manual Jaimes has had any.
And you know what? Level. If he wins,
but it's not an easy fight. But I think he should win, and it's really, can he make a statement?
Yeah, and if he wins, he's still a big enough name to get the draw, to bring in the crowd, and get the big fights.
He's an exciting fighter. He's entertaining, he is, and I think that's why he's been fast tracked a little bit. I think he's just taken them. Yeah, Javante's gone down really in weight, so it's like you're fighting at it's a different size, and Tank has the power. Isaac Cruz is a really, really good fighter, so it wasn't completely one-sided, but it was a quite close fight. But yeah, Isaac Cruz had that, and he's got the power as well. So this is, I think, another one to get back on track, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. If he loses, though, I think that's it for him at big name level.
Well, he'll have to do something special again, but it's going to be harder for him to get the big name fights, isn't it? At the moment, he still has a bit of a name. Yeah. So I think, he has to win this and probably KO.
But it's refreshing to see, even though these fighters, they haven't had many fights, are still coming back, which is good. They're not letting it put them off.
Although Manual Jaimes hasn't been stopped, and he's got 11 KOs and 16 fights as well.
Like I say, they're quite similar in there.
Yeah, they're not that far apart.
Not that far apart, and where they're...
So we'll find out who is actually.
So yeah, like I said, it's going to be...
Who actually should be stepping up to world level, isn't it, I think?
Last chance for both of them, do you think?
I think they're both... He's only 28, and Manual Jaimes is only 24, so I think he's still got time. Romero has more of a name, so he's still got a chance. He can still get fights, but I think to be world level at that weight, he's got to do something here, really. I think Manual Jaimes has got a chance afterwards. Depends on the nature of the loss, isn't it? But yeah, I think it's really a rolling Romero. Get back on track. We'll get into a groove fight by knockout. So, what should I say here? The guy hasn't been stopped in it, so we'll go for knockout round 6 for Rolly. And what do you think?
I think Jaimes will win on points.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Yeah, I think he's going to do him on points. I think Rolly's going to try and take him out in the first few rounds. Not going to happen, and then Jaimes.
You let me go into one and then pick him as win fight, didn't you? You said that.
Yeah, just a little curveball, and I give Rolly all the big up. Yeah, it's a must win. He's going to do it. Boom, Jaimes going to win on points, or a late stoppage.
Oh, okay. So which one are you picking? Points?
I'll go points, but don't be surprised if Jaimes wins on a late stoppage. I think this young man...
Yeah, he's got a good record.
Look, this is his
And
big
it's just a
stage.
chance to step up, isn't it? It's a step up in opposition level.
And
And Rowley, it's really a chance to get back on track.
there's always an upset on a big card.
So this is the one you're picking.
This is the one. But it's not, for me, it won't be an upset. I think Jaimes will do him.
Okay. Well, they are very close on it.
I
Like I said,
I know
Romero's just got the
Rowley's
name.
fought the better opposition, but
He's lost.
yeah, and I
it's
just
better
think Jaimes is it's his time.
Yeah. Interesting point. Right, next one. Caleb Plant. Head on. And McCumby. If this loads. Right. This is super middleweight. So Plant has 2 losses in it, I think, to Canelo
And Benavidez.
which, yeah, they're probably at that division. And McCumby's unbeaten, 28-0. And he's got 21 knockouts, so he's got a 75% knockout ratio as well.
Where is he in the rankings, McCumby?
I was just going to look that up. Ratings. Where are we on super
So I'll be
middleweight?
dead honest with you, I haven't heard a great deal about him.
I'm sure we've spoken about the rankings, and his name wasn't high up in that.
Is he one of them? Is he one of them fighters that's only fought like low level opposition and his
And just
record?
built a record, padded
Yeah.
a record. Do you mean?
Or is he the real deal and he's one of them that he'll knock Caleb Plant out and he's a superstar overnight and he's like, yeah, oh my God, this guy is the real deal. Has he gone under the radar?
Well, he's not in Ring's top 10 list. So
That tells me that he's built up a record of...
yeah, let's just see where he is. Can't be. Yeah, and stature-wise, they're pretty even in approximately the same height. Caleb Plant's slightly taller, an inch taller.
Caleb Plant's a
Reach.
good boxer.
This is a good measure if he is or he isn't, because Caleb Plant is a good, really good. I hate to say gatekeeper because he's better than that.
No,
but
he's a
but
solid,
he's a good measure of where you
super
are.
middleweight.
Because, like you said, it's only Canelo and Benavidez who are 2 of the elite in that level.
And he gave them both good fights.
Yeah. He didn't.
Is Caleb Plant the one that Canelo slapped across the chops
Yeah.
at a press conference?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He made
right.
him angry and still
Yeah.
had a reasonable.
But Caleb Plant's not scared to go toe-to-toe with
No,
people
no.
either. So, yeah, it'd be... This is for Caleb Plant to get back into the mix, isn't it? Because even, forget the world titles, there's big fights out there at that division. And there's big money fights out there without the titles. You know, you got Jaime Munguia, Caleb Plant's a big fight.
Well, Jaime Munguia is, I think we're missing him. We haven't done a video, but he's going to have Bazinian, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Bazinian's unbeaten one. He's ranked in that level. So,
Chris Eubank Jr., as much as I can't stand him. But, the super middleweight division's hotting up again. So, there are big fights out there. I don't think he'll ever get a rematch with Canelo.
I'm not sure there's any value in that at the
No.
moment, in it. So,
Um,
I'm just looking up to see where he is in these things, and he's not really on, unless I'm missing him,
who?
on Mr. McCumby.
No, like I say, he's an elusive fellow. Is he going to be elusive
Oh,
in
he
the
is.
ring?
He's on WBA's ranked 8th.
WBA rank 8.
Yeah,
Who's
I
their
think
top
that's
8
the
of
only
WBA?
And Plant is number 5 on. Sorry, go on. What did you ask?
Who's the top 10 in the WBA?
WBA. Canelo, obviously number 1.
Yeah.
Berlanga is number 2. So that's why I think that
Yeah.
fight. Billy is number 3. Lester Martinez, number 4. Bazinian, Lester Martinez ranked number 3. Obviously, Canelo's a champion, so the ranks. Bazinian, number 4. Caleb Plant is number 5. Yes, Bekdamir Melekuziev. I hope I said that correctly.
Beautiful pronunciation. Beautiful.
Darius Fulgham. And then Trevor McCumby.
Yeah.
So they've got a few of the upcoming unbeaten ones.
Okay.
So in that one, he's high. Normally, then you've got the Jaime Munguias, Billy's, Pachecos, Bazinians, there's Derevianchenkos and Co, who are in the higher up list of most of the others.
Yeah, so it's a little jostling for position, isn't it? These fights.
So he's only ranked on there. So it's like you said, we don't know whether he's got just padded it out.
Or he's the real deal. Let's find out.
Yeah. So what do you think on this? Yeah, they are pretty similar. There's only an age difference, a year, height an inch for Plant. He's a year older than the height. The reach is the same, or both are orthodox. KO percentage is slightly on McCumby's side, but again, that's we don't know. Plant has got a good resume.
I mean, I'm going to go for Plant just on experience and not knowing enough about Mr. Trevor. But again, with one of them, I'm not going to be massively shocked if Mr. Trevor is this person that's gone undetected and is an animal at super middleweight that maybe everyone has avoided because of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go. I really want to go for Mr. Trevor, but I'll go Plant, points, experience. But again, not shocked if McCumby knocks him out cold in 5 rounds.
I just thinking, do I pick this as my
Is this your upset one? I'm going to go points, Plant.
I do like Caleb Plant. This is hard to vote against. So if I haven't put it up, so who did I do? I'll pick Fulton, Romero. You've got Jaimes as the upset.
It's odd. Yeah, and this is the thing. Obviously, Trevor hasn't had a lot of TV time for us over in the UK.
We haven't really seen him. I recognise the name because I've seen him in the list, but we haven't seen enough of his fights. Obviously, Caleb Plant, I have.
But like I say, sometimes he's...
Some of them, they can sneak up and do it.
Yeah.
And then it's a good measure because then he's in that level. To fight at that level, isn't it? Because Plant is a really good measure of how good you are.
This fight for McCumby, this is like a world title shot for him.
Yeah.
Because if he beats Caleb Plant, it's a huge name on the resume.
It's a huge name on the resume.
And then all of a sudden, he's a name in the super middleweight division.
Yeah.
And he can start calling out people. So
we're hoping, but I think I'm gonna have to pick Plant by points as well.
Okay.
Just based on his experience and resume, and we don't know enough about Trevor McCumby. But yeah, it wouldn't be
Trevor
could come out and
McCumby
knock him out
could
in
be
3 rounds and be like, wow.
The next Andre Ward or Joe Calzaghe.
We hope. Okay, and then some bit more experienced named fighters: Erislandy Lara and Danny Garcia.
It's like the
slightly older experienced the fighters who will say
it is an OAP fight. This
41. Oh, he's older than you.
I know. That's what I mean. It's an OAP fight. This.
You know, when I seen the undercard, I seen Lara and Garcia. I was like, is that a new Lara fight at some level or something? And then I seen the name. I thought, oh my god, he's like old as I am nearly.
Yeah, they've got
he's a bit younger than I am. 41 and 36.
Yeah, is Garcia 36 or 38?
36 according to this, but I will double check because this is sometimes not always the most accurate.
They're going to have hip replacements ready for these two after this fight and stuff. Interesting fight. Obviously, we know Garcia. We become really aware of him when he done Amir Khan all them years ago.
He's a good fighter.
And then he's beat some top names with like Lamont Peterson, Eric Morales, Zab Judah. I think he come up short against, was it Sean Porter, Errol Spence has beat him.
It's only 3. Keith Thurman, which was split decision.
Yeah.
Sean Porter, it's a very slick boxer, unanimous decision, but very tight. I think it was only a couple of rounds in it. And Errol Spence, again, not that far apart. But I think
he carries a lot of power, Danny Garcia, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Will he carry that power up up to here? Yeah, I think he'll carry the power up.
Just checking his age. It wasn't on that one. So we don't make a mistake on the age. Yeah, age 36. So, spring chicken.
Lara
was a fantastic boxer, but yeah,
that father time it catches up with you, doesn't it?
And this is a middleweight. It's 160 pounds.
Yeah.
So they're both again, because Lara wasn't in middleweight, but they were all sort of 147 welterweights and super welterweights, and they're fighting weights. Because Lara is the same, 3 losses in it, but it's like one against Canelo. Paul Williams, majority decision. Well, that was really close.
Paul Williams, wow, blast from the past.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that? Like 20 years ago?
Yeah, 2011. Because he had a draw, and then I think, so they're fighting like 154 pounds, isn't it, really? So he won all the other ones before. Then he's had that. Then he's had an accidental headbutt one, so I think he was giving us a draw. So if you take that out, then his real proper loss in 2014 was against Canelo. Even that's a while ago.
24, so it's 10 years ago, isn't it?
And then he's won.
Crazy.
And then Jarrett Hurd, which was for the super welterweight titles. But even that's 2018. That's 6 years ago.
When was his last fight? I forgot.
Just looking. He has had one in 2024, but then he had 2 years off. It was 2022 before that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So Michael Zarafa in. But he won by KO in a couple of rounds. So that's, I think, what's got this on the table.
Mm.
Yeah, it's whatever they've got left. We're both good fighters, very good fighters in their time. But I think they've been... Danny Garcia hasn't been a world champion, has he?
Yeah, I think he was. He was WBC.
Has he been one of them?
Light welterweight
Lara's
champion.
Been in like a super welterweight champion as well, has he?
Yeah.
So they are world level fighters. Just
old world level fighters,
experienced world level.
Yeah,
very experienced. Very experienced.
No, I think Danny Garcia. His dad's absolutely bananas. I think Garcia beat Benavidez' brother as well.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez, isn't it? Is it Jose Benavidez' brother's name?
The size difference in them two looked crazy. If I remember rightly watching the fight, remember Danny Garcia looked absolutely tiny against him.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez Jr., 154. So.
I think Garcia...
he does have a good resume.
Yeah, I think Garcia's going to have too much for Lara, but he's a wily old fox, Lara.
It's what he's got left. He is...
Yeah,
like you said,
I think Garcia's going to have to...
If Garcia's A game is there, I can see
the thing with Garcia is he's a good come-forward fighter, and he will make him work for every single round, and he's going to have to make him work for every single round. And I think Garcia...
I think the pressure... Well, he can keep on the front foot and pressure him, I think he'll wear him out.
And he had fantastic power at the lower divisions, Garcia. It's well
Although this is more a natural weight of
Lara,
than Garcia's weight.
But it's an intriguing little fight. very intriguing little fight.
I think if Lara can catch him, then there's an opportunity. But I think if Garcia can slick box and come forward...
I don't think Lara will stop him.
No, I don't think it's going to be a one-punch stop.
No, I think Garcia can stop Lara, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm leaning towards Garcia.
Points, knockout.
I think he's hard to knock out Lara.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's points.
He's
on
just
Garcia.
a wily.
But I've got to pick one the other way, isn't it? So can Lara turn back the years and get a...
I mean, 41. I look at me at 40. And I don't think I could even...
Yeah, I'm voting for Danny Garcia as well.
Do you know what I mean? It's just... It's too old now, man. No, I mean, they're both... He's going to be in fantastic shape, joking aside, Lara. He's obviously... But that just...
Well, he's a southpaw and he's got a reach advantage of about 5 inches, 6 inches. Height-wise, they're the same. Similar-ish. So,
I'm going Garcia points.
Mm-hmm.
Possible stop. No, but I'll just stick with points.
See, I like Garcia, but I want to pick Lara by KO.
Ooh,
Just to have that's my upset.
bold. What round?
Round in 8.
Interesting.
Just to have one that is there.
Yeah, but both rolling back the years. You know,
I think with Lara will have one of those like breeder stroke, who's the guy who fought Donaire type moments, last roar of the line.
last hurrah.
Yeah, last hurrah.
Okay. What's that, middleweight?
Yeah, that's it's also more his weight, isn't it? Middle 160 pounds limit. So
Does the winner fight Crawford? Dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun.
middleweight's 160 because Canelo's is 160.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you never know with him. I think Crawford's 154 yet, though, in it. So it's...
Yeah, he's at light middleweight, so
he could beat them all.
could he move up to middleweight and become a...
Well, if he was going to do super middleweight, he can do middleweight.
Yeah.
So it's like...
No, yeah, it's a good card.
Actually, he's in their weight category as well, age category as well. So, yeah, it's not that far off.
Yeah, it's a good card. There's going to be some good fights on there, good contests, followed by a good headline.
Yeah, they're all intriguing fights.
It's on the zone.
At the zone, I think.
Yeah. And it
The
will
Zone
be
pay-per-view,
will be on other platforms as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be. When is it?
Looking forward to it. 14th of September
14th September. Yeah.
from Vegas. So unfortunately, it's an annoying time for us. But
Yeah. So so we'll be watching the Canelo fight at like 5:30 in the morning.
yeah.
But at least there's enough decent fights there that you'll stay up and watch it if you want to. And I don't think they're going to be boring fights.
No, all of them are interesting.
Yeah.
Even the one we've missed out because we don't know who they are. But welterweight, so they're all interesting weight categories.
Yeah.
And we will see. Okie dokie. Yeah, let us know what you think.
Will Danny Garcia roll back the years?
But an epic performance. Or will
It is.
Erislandy Lara
Roll
have a
back
last
the
hurrah?
years?
Have a last hurrah.
Or will they both end up with hip replacements
Yeah.
because they're too old?
We shall see. We shall see. And Canelo Berlanga, we're still the same. Canelo. We haven't
Yeah, I
changed
think
on that.
Canelo. I think he shuts Berlanga up, and he shuts him up with a statement.
Yeah, I think he's riled up enough that he's gonna be up for this one. So
Yeah,
it's tough to see him get beat when he's how he gets beat when he's on it. I think he's going to be on it. So yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, and comment. The usual goodness. Tell us if there's anything else or something we've missed, or are we talking? Are our predictions completely off the radar?
yeah.
And we shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching and listening.